18 hours after a powerful storm bulldozed its way from Montgomery County through Houston and down into Fort Bend County earlier this morning, roughly 14,000 people are still without power tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Daniela Guzman.
And I'm Keith Garvin. We have gotten several complaints about CenterPoint through 2 Helps You. CenterPoint says already 90% of the people who lost power are back up and running, and they believe close to 100% will have their power back by 10 o'clock tonight. Investigator Bill Spencer is live in Humble with what one angry CenterPoint customer is saying after losing their power, and he's speaking directly with CenterPoint as well. Bill.
Yeah, Keith and Daniela, this is just one example of the power that massive storm was packing last night when it ripped through our area. This 50-year-old tree just ripped to pieces and left lying here on the ground. We are in the Kenswood neighborhood in Humble, by the way, where many people in this area lost power, many businesses, and one man named Patrick Hastings.
This pole's been here since Beryl. I've called them. They've told us that they know it's here.
Patrick Hastings points to a power pole that came down right after Hurricane Beryl hit last year. That is still lying on the grass right outside his home in Humble. And also to the overgrown tree limbs that are impacting the electrical wires right outside his house. Why aren't these problems being fixed, he asks, 10 months after CenterPoint Energy launched its massive Greater Houston Resiliency Initiative.
How many times did you say you lost power last year, roughly?
20, 30.
20 or 30 times.
Patrick and his wife, Carrie, have lived in the Humble area for 15 years and say every time there is a power outage, he's in danger of being docked for his pay for that day by his employer because he works from home. The couple lost power again last night, and Patrick worries it will happen yet again with the very next storm because his pleas to CenterPoint for help have so far gone unanswered.
The power lines outside my house, they have, they've already got trees growing around them. I've called, I've said, hey, what's going on? It's to the point where nothing happens and I don't bother to continue to call. It's already growing over the pole line. It's already growing over the lines.
And when you call CenterPoint and say that the trees are impacting the power lines by my house, what does CenterPoint say to you? Anything?
We'll be out. Oh, you can reference this number, call back. We send somebody out, they check it. It's just not getting done.
So this is operations, red operations.
Just last week, KPRC2 took you inside CenterPoint's new Emergency Operations Center. Today, we asked CenterPoint's Senior Vice President and Chief Communications Officer about the progress CenterPoint has made so far to better protect all of us from power outages in the future.
When we sit here today at the end of May, we normally would have had about 20 million outage minutes more by this juncture in a given year on average. And so we've this year experienced 20 million hours, or excuse me, 20 million minutes of less outages than we would have normally done.
And as for clearing overgrown vegetation from power lines, he says CenterPoint is launching a brand new way for you and I to report overgrown vegetation at our own homes.
One of the improvements we're working on for our outage tracker that's coming in the month of June, so stay tuned, more to come here, is the ability to take a picture and upload it and to register it as, hey, this needs to be looked at.
Once again, Keith Stevens tells me that new reporting tool will be up and running by June. I also asked him if he will commit to sending out a CenterPoint crew to clear that overgrown vegetation from Patrick Hastings' house. He says he will, and believe me, I will be there to film all that when it actually happens. Reporting live in Humble, Bill Spencer, KPRC2 News.
All right, we look forward to that day, Bill. Thank you. If you have a problem and think KPRC2 can help, you can reach out to us at click2houston.com/2helpsyou.